Because if you got $1 million for federal investment with troops and agents, you got $1 million to eradicate poverty. You got $1 million for those young kids not to go to bed hungry at night. Our country's problem isn't a problem of scarcity. It's a problem of will.
Say it again, say it again.
Our problem in this country is not a problem of scarcity. It is a problem of will.
Hey y'all, we are in Nashville, Tennessee, and let me tell you, this community is alive and fighting for change. We went down to Fisk University for HBCU Out Loud Day. We visited the Red Cross and talked about actions that people could take right now to save lives. And of course, we ended everything with a storytelling training and an equality town hall. Come on and join us.
My name is Nyla Abe and I attend Fisk University. And to me, the American dream is living in a world where you're comfortable. You should be able to wake up every day being comfortable in your skin, in the life that you live, just being rich in the aspect of family, life, relationships, love.
My American dream is that one day when someone comes out as queer, it's normal. It's just this accepted, loved, beautiful thing, and we can say, I'm gay, can you pass the peace? Right now there's a lot of work to do to make that happen, and I'm so thankful to groups like Human Rights Campaign who make that happen, who go into these areas and let people know that they're seen, that they're appreciated, that they're valued.
I'm Tamaya.
And I'm Carly.
So my American dream is a country that is not divided, that is not based on race or gender, that is unified on all fronts, and that is a place of no struggle.
Just a country that is an asylum for those of all religions, races, creeds. Just a place that everyone feels welcome and comfortable in.
We've come far as a society based on the goodness of people in our communities, and we should continue to strive to be better than what the president that they've set, and to hope for more and do things that we could get more from.
Drive me like a back road. Loosen up your lasso. I'm a Christian woman. I got to go to church.
I am so proud to be here because I know one thing for certain, two things for sure. It's going to take a whole lot more than life to kill me.
I am the American dream.
Pride in every drop.
Somebody's got to keep believing. We who want to create a multiracial, intergenerational, socioeconomically diverse movement.
We can't just fight for the world as it once was. Don't nobody want to go back there. It wasn't serving all of us anyway. We got to reconstruct the world as it should be, as it could be if we were at the center. We can't accept anything less than freedom, than liberation, than equality for all of us, because now we know it's actually possible.
We are the Kentucky Gentlemen, and we are the American Dream.
Finding the ability to show your entire true self to the world every single day, and especially doing what we do, you just have to know that it comes from within and only from within.
It does take a lot of confidence to be a performer, a creative, and all you have to do is just make the first step to actually find your passion, find your love, and put it in front of people. And one person at a time changes the game.
This next song is off of our debut album, Rhinestone Revolution. It's about choosing joy regardless of any circumstance, and it's called To Kill Me.
One step forward and 10 steps back, that's just the way it goes. I forgot what yes sounds like, lost track of all the no's. But doors get slammed, dreams get jammed, but baby, here I am. It's gonna take a whole lot more than a bad day. It's gonna take a whole lot more than a heartbreak. Yeah, these old wheels still got some roll. These old boots still got some soul. God only knows when my time will be, but it's gonna take a whole lot more than life to kill me.
This town hall was absolutely incredible. We had Representative Justin Pearson from Memphis come. We had Chris Matthews, the singer, songwriter, and advocate come. And we had Chris Sanders from Equality Tennessee Project talking about not only what's at stake, but also the hope and what we can do to fight forward in this fight for equality. This is a show that you're going to want to watch.
This past June, we saw the pretty sudden closing of the LGBTQ plus program at Vanderbilt. Can you speak a little bit to the effect that has had on the queer community here in Nashville?
This affects trans health care, PrEP, any number of things. Just basic trust that you are getting the best health care, you are getting confidential health care, and you are getting health care that is on your side. Right. All three of those things, I think, took a real hit in that moment. So the community is in a variety of places. Some are still getting care there, but without the benefit of the added programming that VUMC had in place. Some are looking elsewhere. And given this overlay of federal hostility that keeps seeping into the healthcare systems, I would not be surprised if more trans and non-binary people in particular don't look to secretive networks to supply their needs increasingly. No one would blame them. The shame of that is that a nation's greatness is really measured by how it takes care and values the health of its people.
That's right. So how do you attack a problem such as the stigma around HIV or continuing to fight to eradicate it? Where do you begin when the issue is so complex and there are so many layers that you need to tackle when there is the legislative level, right? The stigma, the education, and the misinformation.
In Memphis, we're the second highest rate of transmission of HIV in the United States of America. So, as any good legislator, I saw that headline and I called the Department of Health and I said, I need a meeting. 'Cause what? And then I looked at all the districts, all the zip codes, half of them are in my district. I asked for, they presented a 2.5-hour briefing about HIV. This is something that's deeply personal to me. My uncle had HIV, was denied access to health care for years. We had to go through so many hoops just to get him treatment. And I go to this meeting and they show me the maps and tell me what's happening and the backlog of testing and all these things. And then they say, and one of the highest increases that we're seeing is between the ages of 15 and 19. And none of these kids are getting tested. If they're not getting tested, they can't get treated. Right. And so if they go untreated in the next 10 years, you're going to see a much more substantial and substantive problem with people's mortality. It's terrifying that we are living at a point where we got epidemics happening, but the people who we want to do something aren't being informed enough about it. And so here's a part of the advocacy strategy. Call your city council, your county commissioner, your state representative, your state senator, your sheriff, because we got the jails that they're, call everybody and say, we have to talk. Because, and this is sad, you might cut this off the tape, but listen, there are a lot of elected officials who do not read.
Yes.
Like they don't. They get told, in essence, how to vote, what to think, and like that's what ends up happening, right? Corporations overwhelmingly are in control of the laws that get passed, right? And I see this, right? And our health department director said, hey, your grandmamas, what age did they have their kids? People 18, 17, 19. This is the same demographic we're talking about. And I know we've been in the South, people don't want to talk about sex, right? Everybody's abstinence. That's not what's happening, right? If it didn't happen for you and your grandmama, it didn't happen. It's not happening, right? These kids, it ain't no different. So like, let's just be clear that if we're not educating them properly, we're creating an opportunity for them to actually get sick.
My question is for the congressman, and it's about the military assistance in Memphis. How is the community morale responding to that intervention?
We have problems with crime and gun violence, and all of you know this. The gun violence epidemic is the #1 killer of children under the age of 18 in the state of Tennessee. We've tried to pass dozens of laws that continue to get rebuffed by the Republican supermajority and Governor Bill Lee, and yet we deal with the consequences of not having passed those laws, which has led to guns being stolen out of people's cars, people losing loved ones to gun violence. I lost my classmate and a mentor in the last couple of years here, and lost my own brother tragically by gun suicide last December. Call 988 if you're ever struggling. So we've got a problem, right? And people are seeing the crime problem, and we're being told the only thing that can solve it is 1,500 federal agents and some National Guard who are unarmed walking around and patrolling the streets. And that's not to harass you or terrorize you. That's just to show that you're getting supported. For communities that have not been given the option of millions of dollars of investment for youth programming and development, for educational opportunity, for jobs and workforce development training, if the only option you give me to reduce crime is more militarization or more police or more law enforcement, many people are saying that's better than nothing. Simultaneously, you have a whole lot of people who are seeing it for what it is, right? The ploy and the way we're being treated as a pawn in Donald Trump's chess game. Because if you got $1 million for federal investment with troops and agents, you got $1 million to eradicate poverty. You got $1 million for those young kids not to go to bed hungry at night. Our country's problem isn't a problem of scarcity. It's a problem of will.
Say it again, say it again.
Our problem in this country is not a problem of scarcity. It is a problem of will.
I am an artist who has a mission statement. And my mission statement informs pretty much everything I do and every way that I walk through this world. It is to amplify the voices of the unheard, to shed light on the unseen, and to be a steadfast reminder that hope and love are the truest pathways to justice and equity. This song is called Sleeves Up. We didn't win this time, and that's alright. It doesn't mean that we won't still win this fight. And it's a little darker now, but that's alright. It makes it easier to gather up the light. So wipe your face dry, roll your sleeves up. Even when they knock you down, you get back up, you don't give up. I know it hurts so bad to be so close, to have your dreams seem to all go up in smoke. And I know you're scared now, I know you're tired, but keep your mind set on freedom and your eyes on the prize. Wipe your face dry, roll your sleeves up. Even when they knock you down, you get back up, you don't give up.
I believe the American dream is to have the ability to wake up and choose joy every single day.
Just being able to show up fully as myself.
Knowing that your existence is not a threat, it's a superpower.
Get to love who I want to love, be happy, and have that be enough.
Not feeling like you could change anything about yourself. Knowing that and believing in that every single day.
I am a survivor of conversion therapy and a suicide attempt, and I grew up in a rural area where I didn't feel seen or loved or accepted. And then when I came and got plugged in with groups like HRC, Tennessee Equality Project, when I started really getting involved and realizing that I'm not alone, that hope that we can give some person who lives out in the middle of nowhere, who maybe feels all alone, that they feel seen, that they feel valid, that they know that they have value. That is the American dream.
Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, and come on and watch again.
Y'all, I am so excited to be here with you all. And, you know, I hate to say it, everybody always asks me, how are you doing? I know, when you get that question, you do a little groan. But I'm actually doing really well. And I feel that way because everywhere I go, I'm in rooms like this with people like you that aren't going to give up the fight for our rights, for our lives, for our freedoms, for our kids, for our equality. We're not going to give it up. But this tour is really about owning that, yes, there's a ton of harm that's happening across the country, and we've got to name it and name it clearly. But also the hope is on the rise, too. Yes. When I see you, I see the hope that's on the rise in this country. And we can't lose that story. And I think that the reason that we called it the American Dreams Tour, because it's about reclaiming what's ours in this country. So I came here because I think there's an opportunity for us to decree and declare that what's coming ahead is going to be better than what's behind.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.